Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on Sales in Front Accounting. In this tutorial, we will learn to set up sales types, salespersons, sales areas, add and manage customers and branches. We will also learn to make sales quotation entry, sales order entry, make delivery and sales order inquiry. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux OS version 14.04, Front Accounting version 2.3.25. To practice this tutorial, you should have knowledge of higher secondary commerce or knowledge of accounting. Before we start, let us understand what is sales. Sales is an activity related to selling or the amount of goods or services sold in a given time period. Let us see the need for sales in books of accounts. Every business sells products or services, so it has to record them in their book of accounts. Selling an item does not always happen when cash is received. Payment is received in the future for a sale made on an account. Now, let us open the Front Accounting interface. Click on the browser, type localhost/account and press enter. The login page appears. Here, type the username as admin and the password. Click on the login button. Front Accounting window opens. Click on the Sales tab. There are various panels here. The Transactions panel is used for making transactions related to sales. To make a transaction, we have to use the options Sales Quotation Entry and Sales Order Entry. Enquiries and Reports panel is used for making reports and enquiries of the transactions. For this, we have to use the following options: Sales Quotation Inquiry and Sales Order Inquiry. Maintenance panel is used for setup of sales and customer details. To do the setup, we have to use the following options: sales types, salespersons, sales areas, add and manage customers and customer branches. Let us now see the flow for a sales entry. This comprises of 3 steps: setup sales, setup customers, sales entry. In setup sales, we need to set the following options under the maintenance panel: sales types, salespersons, sales areas. So let us learn how to do so. Switch back to the Front Accounting interface. The sales types option allows us to define the pricing level for the specific customers. Let us go to this option. Here, we need to fill in the details as prompted. Let's begin. We need to add a sales type first. So I will type wholesale as the name for the new sales type. In the calculation factor field, type the calculation factor to adjust base pricing of our choice. I will keep it as it is. Next, if tax has to be added, we can check the box named Tax Included. I will keep the box unchecked as I don't wish to include the tax for the sales type. Then click on Add New button. We can see the confirmation message which indicates that the details have been saved. Click on the Back option to return back to the Front Accounting interface. Now let us learn how to add a new salesperson. Go to the Salespersons option. Here, we are prompted to fill in all the necessary information pertaining to the salespersons. I have filled these details here for salesperson name, telephone number, fax number and email ID. Please fill the details likewise. The provision field is used by a salesperson who gets a commission or provision on what they sell. So I will type 5% as the commission in the provision field. Next is break point. It is used for a salesperson who gets the provision only if the amount exceeds the breakpoint. So in the breakpoint field, I will type 5,000. This means whenever the salesperson sells above the breakpoint, which is 5,000, he will get a commission of 5%. Provision 2 field is used if the salesperson sells below the breakpoint. I will type 3, which means if the salesperson sells below 5,000, he will get a commission of 3%. Save these changes. Click on Add New button. We can see the confirmation message for the saved entry at the top. Scroll down. Click on the back option to return back to the front accounting interface. Now we will learn how to create a new sales area. Based on the sales area, we will be able to create sales orders and make dispatches. Click on the sales areas option. Type the new area name which we want to create. I will type retailer. Now save these changes by clicking Add New button. The confirmation message shows that we have successfully saved this information. We can also see the table with the updated entry. Click on the back option to return back to the front accounting interface. Before we quote a sales order, we have to set up each of the following: add and manage customers and customer branches. Customer is an individual or business that purchases goods and services produced by a business. We need to add customers to sell our products. So let us now learn how to create a new customer. Switch back to the front accounting interface. At the left bottom of maintenance panel, click on Add and Manage Customers. Click on the drop-down box. The listed options may vary depending on the front accounting version. You may see the default customers of the company in your list. In my list, there are customers Abhi, Balaji and Hari. I have created these customers before recording this tutorial. Since a company has to deal with many customers, let us add a new customer. Fill in all the necessary details of the customer. I have filled these details here for my customer, as you can see. Please fill the details likewise. In the customer's currency drop-down box, I will select rupees. In the sales type / price list drop-down box, I will select the option wholesale. Recall that we have created this sales type earlier. Scroll down. Again, we are prompted to fill in the following details of the customer. I have filled these contact details for my customer. Make sure that you give the correct email ID here when you fill out these details. Scroll up. We can see the sales column on the right hand side. Fill out the discount, credit and other conditions applicable for that customer. I will keep the default settings as it is. Scroll down, then click on Add New Customer button to save these changes. The confirmation message shows we have saved the details for our new customer. We can also see another message which shows that the default branch is also added. First, we need to apply these changes for the new sales entry. Scroll down and click on the Update Customer button. The success message indicates that we have updated the customer. Again, scroll down to click on the back option to return back to the front accounting interface. Now let us see whether the default branch is added or not. Click on the Customer Branches option. We can see that a default branch has been added to the customer. By clicking on the Edit icon, we can make changes in the given entry. Scroll down, click on the Update button to save this change. The branch gets updated and the success message appears at the top. Scroll down to click on the back option. to return back to the front accounting interface. Now all the required setup has been done and we are ready to make a sales quotation entry. Switch back to the front accounting interface. Click on the sales quotation entry. You can see the drop-down box with the customer name and other related information. This is because we had already updated the details in Add and Manage Customers. So let us make a sales quotation entry. In the item description drop-down menu, select item as cement. Recall that we have created the item code as 45 for cement in an earlier tutorial. In the quantity field, I will type 150 as the quantity. It is possible that you have a slightly different text here instead of price before tax. Depending on the variation in the front accounting version, you may see some difference in the calculation also. So here, in the price before tax field, I will type the price as 1500. If you want to give discount to the customer, type the percentage in the discount field. I will give discount of 0.10% to my customer. Now, to save the entry, click on Add Item button. Here, you can see the amount total against the sales order is included with the tax of 5%. Note here that shipping charge field is to add charges against shipment to the customer. So in the shipping charge field, I will type 10,000. Click on Update button. We can see the subtotal and the amount total. The balance has been increased by 10,000 and the total amount is now 2,46,013.75. Scroll down. Save these changes. Click on the Place Quotation button. The success message shows that the quotation has been placed. Now we need to place an order against this quotation. So the next step is to make a sales order entry. Switch back to the front accounting interface. Click on the option Make Sales Order against this quotation. A window opens for sales order entry. The item description details can be seen here. Scroll down. Click on Place Order button. The confirmation message says that we have successfully saved this information. We can also see the various options. The next step is to make a delivery. Again, switch back to the front accounting interface. So click on the option Make Delivery against this order. A window named Deliver Items for a Sales Order opens. It shows us the details of the items to be delivered. Scroll down. Click on the Process Dispatch button. The confirmation message shows that we have successfully made the entry for the delivery. We can now see the options. This is the step-by-step procedure to make a sales entry. Now let us check the status of the sales entry which is made. Click on the Sales tab. Under Enquiries and Reports panel, we see Sales Order Inquiry option. This option is to make an inquiry against the sales order entry being made. Click on it. We can see the details of this entry in the table given here. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we have learned to set up sales types, salespersons, sales areas, add and manage customers and branches. We have also learned to make sales quotation entry, sales order entry, make delivery and sales order inquiry. As an assignment, add a new customer for sales using Add and Manage Customer option. Create a new sales quotation entry. This video summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. We conduct workshops using spoken tutorials and give certificates. For more information, please contact us. The Spoken Tutorial project is funded by NMEICT, MHRD, Government of India. This tutorial has been contributed by Sheetal Prabhu from IIT Bombay. Thank you for joining.